If you're thinking about buying the Viofo A139 Pro dash cam because it promises incredible 4K night vision and sleek design, hold up, because there's more to this camera than meets the eye. But here's what surprised me. Despite the glowing specs and Sony STARVIS sensor, this dash cam has hidden issues that could ruin your recordings when you need them most. Most reviews praise it, but I've uncovered some problems that might make you rethink this purchase. So stick around because I'll break down the pros, the cons, and whether this dash cam really lives up to its 4K hype or just causes more headaches behind the wheel. First things first, let me quickly promise you this won't be your average boring review. I'm going to expose the real story behind the Viofo A139 Pro, reveal who this camera is actually for, and share some essential tips so you don't waste your hard-earned cash. Also, if you're curious about how the 5 GHz Wi-Fi and the super slim coaxial cable actually perform in real life, you'll want to hear this. Ready? Let's dive in. The Viofo A139 Pro markets itself as a dual-channel dash cam with real 4K UHD front recording, powered by Sony's latest STARVIS2 IMX678 sensor. On paper, that sounds impressive: 2160p at 30 frames per second for the front camera and 1080p for the rear. That translates to crystal-clear video capturing license plates day and night, which is crucial if you ever get into an accident or need evidence for insurance claims. It boasts some killer features: a larger image pixel sensor for superior night vision, a fast f1.6 aperture lens, and HDR technology for brightly lit videos with balanced dark areas. Plus, it has the upgraded 5 GHz Wi-Fi module, which theoretically speeds up video transfer and sharing compared to older 2.4 GHz models. The inclusion of a GPS logger means your speed and location are stamped perfectly on your videos for added credibility. There's even a circular polarizing lens, CPL, to reduce glare. Yes, a CPL on a dashcam, which usually is reserved for fancy cameras or some serious Instagram filters. So far, it's checking all the right boxes. The packaging also includes a slim coaxial cable design, perfect for neat, discreet installation, and the 24-hour buffered parking mode with 3 different recording settings seems like the ultimate security guard for your parked car. But here's the twist: no memory card is included in the package, so you need to spend extra on a high-quality Viofo memory card for the best experience, ideally 256 GB, although it supports up to 512 GB. That's not a deal-breaker, but it's an annoyance many buyers overlook. Now, that's all fantastic on paper, right? But here's where things get sticky. Users report occasional issues with overheating, firmware glitches, and inconsistent parking mode performance. Some complain that the rear 1080p camera doesn't quite match the quality of the front 4K camera, leading to a mismatch in recorded footage clarity. Given it's a dual-channel system, the rear being noticeably weaker can be problematic because accidents often come from behind or on the side. And speaking of heating, the powerful Sony sensor and 4K recording produce a lot of heat, which sometimes triggers the dash cam to shut down mid-recording during hot weather. This is a serious concern if you live in a warm climate and rely on your camera to protect your car 24/7. Furthermore, while the 5 GHz Wi-Fi is theoretically the fastest for downloading footage, users say the connection can be unstable, more so than the older 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi on previous models. This means you might find yourself frustrated when trying to download crucial videos to your phone or computer, defeating one of its best-selling points. The cable, although slim and discreet, also has its drawbacks. Some installers found the miniature connectors fragile, prone to wear and tear during repeated removals or adjustments. The coaxial cable does reduce DAB interference, but if you're someone who frequently twists the camera on different cars or needs to unplug the rear camera regularly, be cautious. But here's something surprising: despite all this, The Viofo A139 Pro shines brilliantly in pure daytime recording. Colors are vibrant, details are sharp, and the wide f1.6 aperture provides great depth of field. If you primarily need a dash cam for daytime driving with occasional night use, this camera performs admirably. Let me pause here and ask, are you someone who prioritizes bulletproof parking mode for peace of mind when leaving your car unattended? Or are you after the absolute best front camera video clarity for capturing license plates? Because the answer could determine if this is the right dash cam for you. For people like rideshare drivers or daily commuters who need constant, reliable 24/7 parking surveillance and flawless video retrieval, the Viofo A139 Pro might frustrate you due to its overheating and Wi-Fi connection problems. But if you're a weekend driver or primarily care about stunning front video quality and neat installation, it could still be a good fit. Now, let me share a quick story. A friend of mine installed the A139 Pro in his new Tesla and was ecstatic about the video quality for the first week. Then, one evening, his car got hit in the parking lot while parked. The dash cam failed to record due to overheating and a bug in the parking mode software. The culprit was caught on a nearby security camera, but if the Viofo worked as promised, he would have had direct evidence. This is exactly why I stress the potential pitfalls. On a lighter note, here's a dash cam joke for you. Why did the dash cam break up with the rear view mirror? Because it just couldn't handle the reflection. And since we're on jokes, why don't dash cams ever tell lies? Because they always capture the real story. Back to business. The CPL lens included is a bonus many users appreciate because glare reduction on windshields improves daytime footage quality significantly. And the voice notifications. Yes, the dashcam actually talks to you in English, reminding you when recording starts or if there's a setup issue. That feature is surprisingly helpful for non-tech-savvy users who might otherwise miss important alerts. Still, don't expect this dash cam to be completely plug-and-play. It takes patience to get the firmware updated properly, install the hardwire kit for parking mode, and troubleshoot occasional Wi-Fi glitches. If you prefer something that works flawlessly out of the box, you might want to look elsewhere. Another joke to keep your spirits up: how do dash cams stay in shape? By running all day and night. And here's the last one. What's a dash cam's favorite type of music? Anything with lots of drive. So, what's the final verdict? The Viofo A139 Pro is a mixed bag. Its standout feature is the Sony STARVIS 2 sensor, delivering genuine 4K video, with great daytime and surprisingly good night clarity, due to the f1.6 lens and HDR. The slim cable design and 5 GHz Wi-Fi are innovation points worth noting, plus the GPS function and CPL lens add value. However, the problems with rear camera quality mismatch, overheating during parking mode, unstable Wi-Fi connections, and the need for separately purchased memory cards make it less foolproof than advertised. If you're willing to put in some effort with installation, firmware tweaking, and occasional troubleshooting, and mainly want stunning front camera footage, this can be a great dash cam. But if you demand absolute reliability during parking surveillance and hassle-free video access every time, look for alternatives with proven track records or simpler feature sets. In conclusion, don't immediately write off the Viofo A139 Pro because it has flaws, but don't buy it blindly either. It's a dash cam that requires realistic expectations and willingness to deal with some quirks. It's designed best for tech-savvy drivers who want top-tier front camera quality and don't mind tinkering a bit. If you want the best deal, I've dropped a link in the description with the latest Amazon price. And heads up, prices fluctuate fast on these models, sometimes daily. So snap it up when it's a good deal. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you found this helpful and subscribe for more real reviews that cut through the hype. Drive safe and keep your footage crystal clear.